We're not those types of guys. We're goofy guys. We, as some of you guys know us in Colorado, we're just kind of off the wall and unprofessional at times. Some of you guys might have saw a video of a dance-off. I'm just going to go ahead and say that guy over there got wiped the floor with by me. But neither here nor there. But, tonight we just wanted to come out and hang out with you guys again. And we wanted to, just express our hearts more and just hang out. And so tonight, feel more than free to just go anywhere in the room, worship, whatever. If you want to ask questions, ask questions. Right now is the time to do it because we're just going to have the floor open to just ask questions and just kind of talk to one another. We're letters from Patmos. We are we're all from different states, but we found one another. Such a beautiful matrimony. In Lakeland, Florida. And I'll let everybody kind of introduce themselves and say where they're from. My name's Logan, and I'm from Winter Haven, Florida. Go ahead, Ralphie.
Hey, I'm Ralph. Excuse me. I use my full name. Jansen likes to use Rafael Garcia II. You can call me Ralph. It's my dog. And I'm from Houston, Texas. Thank you very much. Yes.
I'm Dustin Barrow, and I'm born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's very hot down there. We do say y'all all the time.
Yeah, y'all.
My name's Corey. Last name is Boss, like the water. This isn't Boss water though. And I am from Michigan City, Indiana, which is a couple hours from here, like 6 or 7 hours, but it's like right on the tip of Lake Michigan. And then I met these guys in Florida because I lived there for 6 years.
I'm Ben, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Woo-woo.
And Arkansas.
And Arkansas.
Say something? What'd you say?
It's better in Colorado because there's a lot more people.
What is it? What do you say, Ben? If you guys have any questions, anybody got any questions? The number one question we always get is, what does your name mean? Has anybody thought that? Anybody wondered that? What in the world does your name mean? Because I have no idea. One guy, cool, two. All right.
You like cheese?
Jaron, do I like cheese? I absolutely love cheese. Oh, you know what? I forgot about Josh, our tour manager in the back. Go ahead, Josh, say a couple words.
I'm Josh.
He wasn't prepared to speak publicly.
I'm from.
Photo ops after the show.
Charlie. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I work with these guys for 2 years now, and Corey for longer than that. Yeah.
For the love of Jesus, don't say boo sooner.
Yeah, I thought it was winning.
Hey, Florida Gators won. We're number 2. That's all I got to say. National champion. Anyway, so letters from Patmos. What does the name mean? All right. How many knows the Book of Revelation? The Book of Revelation. The Book of Revelation. Yay! All right. In the very end of the Bible, tell us about the return of Jesus. Well, the story of how our name came about was I was standing in the shower, and all good Holy Spirit moments come in the shower. It just happens that way. And basically, way before the band came together, I was a full-time youth pastor, and I was just chilling in the shower, and this name came to me, and letters from Patmos, and I was like, man, that'd be a cool band. And so I peeked my head out the shower, and my wife's brushing her teeth, and I said, hey, it'd be an awesome name for a band. And she's like, what's that? The toilet paper with toothpaste kind of streaming down her face. And I said, letters from Patmos, and she did this. And all husbands know what I'm talking about. She goes, okay. Where are you going with this? And I said, I'm just saying, it's a cool band name. And she's like, okay. So when I met Corey, we were talking about what can we name this thing, and I said, what about Letters from Patmos? And basically, this is what it means. Just as John was on the island of Patmos, and he wrote the 7 letters to the churches about the revelation he had of Jesus Christ, so each one of our songs would act as a letter to the church of a different revelation of who Jesus is. So that's what Letters from Patmos means. So now everybody is, you know.
And you know, it's kind of funny, like, kind of tagging off of the name and the meaning and all that stuff. Like, it's really like, how many of you guys know that, like, when God ordains things in your life, like, sometimes, a lot of times, it's really unexpected to you, or it catches you. You weren't looking for God to move you the way that He did, or to put you where you are. Maybe you can look at a place that you're at in life now and say, hey, I can see myself here if I were to go back 5 years. And that's kind of how all of us feel. Is none of us saw ourselves doing music and worship, but you know, maybe not together as a team. And so it's crazy how the Lord brought us together. When I was working in full-time ministry right out of college, my first job at a church, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I had received a word from the Lord a year before that, before I graduated, that everything in my life was going to change, and that God was going to, the word said, it's a friend of mine who was praying for me at the time, and she wrote this down on paper, and the word from God on it said that God has called you to execute something from heaven that will be new in earth. And at the time I was like, that sounds crazy, like, am I the right guy? What's going on? But it's on a postcard. She wrote it and mailed it to me, and so I put it in my Bible and just saved it, and then more words from different people would come over the next, 6 to 8 months. I would get random phone calls like, hey, I was praying for you, and I really feel like God said, you're not going to be where you are much longer, that He's going to send you out. And I'm like, that's weird. And then I meet Logan at my church, and we hit it off, and just, it was a God moment. It was one of those times where we both had this connection as friends, and our hearts were the same, and we both felt called to travel and minister. And then, I don't know, things just kind of came together with piece by piece. I called Dustin to ask him to be a part of this little group, and Logan called Ralph.
I'm over here.
Yeah. And then Ben came on board November, about a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Almost a year ago. Yeah. And so originally when we came together as a band, we were just going to play for lead worship for a benefit show, just opening up for a benefit show, and none of us knew that God was going to turn this into something. We just did it because we thought Logan needed a band, and so we were going to,
The drummer needed a band?
well, no, you needed a band for what I meant was, you needed a band to open up and worship, so yeah, and so from that, we got a lot of calls in Florida, different churches. They were like, come lead worship. We sensed God on it, and from there on out, it was doors were opening, and then we got a call from Nashville, and we're like, hey, we're a record label, and we think you guys are interesting, and so we're in those kinds of conversations.